Hi everyone, this is Jeremiah at Frontier Precision, and today I want to talk about this guy right here. It's the RevPower FileHub. It's no longer named RevPower FileHub, it is actually named NewQ FileHub. Beside the point, this thing right here is actually a self-powered travel router. So this is actually a really nice thing to have if you're ever in an area without cell service or a data connection. Usually when you fly certain drones, a certain type, like right now I'm going to do this example with UGCS and the DJI Smart Controller, in order for the software to communicate with each other, they have to all be on the same network. In order to get this to work, usually you'll use your cell phone out in the field and you'll start a mobile hotspot. And then you'll connect everything to that. But what happens is if there is no cell signal, you're not going to be able to go through and start that mobile hotspot and connect everything to it. This thing ends up solving that issue right here. So you can be in the middle of nowhere and still have your networked connection. So you can plan your missions within UGCS and send those to your smart controller. So let's kind of get started in showing you how we do this. So the first thing is I just bought this off Amazon right here. I guess there's Prime one day too, which is kind of awesome. But I got this here. It's now NewQ instead of RevPower, but it's the same exact unit. But to get this working, there's one little piece of configuration we have to do. And in order to do that, we're going to need to connect to the FileHub. So right here, I have it turned on. You can see a bunch of little lights. Focus. You can see a bunch of the different lights. So this is turned on. And then if I go on here, I actually have my cell phone plugged into my laptop. So I'm showing you this through DeX right now. So what's going to happen is we're going to want to first connect to the RevPower unit itself with the cell phone so we can connect to it with the app. The app is called, I think it's New File? New Hub right here. So what I'll do is I'm going to connect my phone to this guy right here. I'll go right click. I'm going to go to connections. I'm going to go to Wi-Fi. I'm going to turn my Wi-Fi on. And then right here, it's automatically connecting because I've connected to it before. But once it's connected, you're not going to have an internet connection, but then the app will populate up like this. I have an SD card in here, so that's why you see SD card and space available. Again, I said this thing does a lot of different things, but we can go through that at a later time. But what we need to do first is change the IP setting in here for our local area network. And to do that, we'll go to the settings, and then we'll go to new hub settings, and then we'll go to LAN settings. Within LAN settings, we want to go through and change the IP setting right here. This is defaulted to a different number. I'm pretty sure it's 192.168.1.1. I'm going to go through and I change that to 192.168.0.1. But once you have that change, you click Save. It's going to restart the router with the new IP. But once that's done, you're done configuring it within the app. The other thing you can do is you can actually go through and change your Wi-Fi name and password and everything here. I left these as is just as a demonstration. But once I have that set, I'm going to escape out of the app. You can see I have no internet down here. And the next thing we're going to need to do is we're going to go through and we're going to connect my laptop to that FileHub. So it appears right here. I'm going to click on it. Then I'm going to click Connect. So now it's connected, no internet. The next thing I'm going to have to do is we're going to use and connect it to this. We're going to connect the smart controller to the FileHub now. So I'm going to switch my scenes, and then I'm going to switch my video. So now Yeah, that screen flickers something to do with my setup, so don't worry about that part. But what we're going to do now is we're going to need to connect to our FileHub. So I'm going to go and click and hold. I'm going to turn on my Wi-Fi on the smart controller. Then I'm going to connect to the FileHub. Password for the FileHub, I think it defaults to 81. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Let's connect to it. Let's connect to it. Why aren't you connecting to it? Oh, it was connected. So now it says it's connected. So now that's connected. We'll go back out. And then now we're within UGCS. And again, I apologize for the weird flicker. Not sure why. But if we look, we can see the UCS is a green orb. So that's good. If I go back to this right here, we can see it's connected on here too. And all that is connected on here. And if we look on my laptop, I have no internet connection. And in here, it does not say. But as we can see on here, well, it's connected. I have the green light. And on my desktop, I have my telemetry for my M300. So now I am connected. I can move missions from my laptop to my smart controller because they're now on the same network, and it doesn't rely on a cell phone hotspot. It will rely on this guy right here, my travel router. And it's nice and small and fits in my backpack pretty easily too. So this thing's pretty neat. Definitely recommend picking one up. It would make your life a whole lot easier and less of a hassle, especially if you're going to be in areas where you don't have a cell signal and you're not able to generate that mobile hotspot with your cell phone. Hopefully that helps you out and makes your day a little bit better to know that this exists. Again, if you have any other questions, you can feel free to email me. My email is jeremiah@frontierprecision.com, or you can reach out to any one of us at Frontier Precision Unmanned at uas@frontierprecision.com. I'll talk to you guys later.